from BS and Beer Media. It's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going all the way. He's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It is August the 20th. Time's flying by. I'm Jason. He's Tuck. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. All kinds of stuff. We got some Daniel Jones, bro. Look at this guy, man. Right when we talk about him making his move, you know?
It's almost like he watched the show. It's almost like he watched the show.
I know, right? We gave him some hope, and he ran with it.
Either that, or you could take it like Anthony Richardson didn't exactly,
Yeah.
come in there and take it.
This is true. I don't know. What do you think? I don't want to jump on into it yet, but we're going to talk about that. We got some all-time NBA coach stuff. I saw some stuff today that was kind of weird. And then the old EA Sports College Football Game did a simulation of the season, and then who made the playoffs, and then who won the thing. We'll go through that. I got a little thing to show you on that. You'd be surprised at some of these teams that are here.
So they did the whole season?
That's what it said. I got a link to the story, but we can find out for sure.
I would be well, we can wait until we talk about that too. But I'd be interested to put down a little bit of money and simulate the season and do some sports betting and see how well the college football game does.
That's well, I mean, we'd have to get the game. You have to buy the game.
Yeah, you could do it for you wouldn't have to do every team out there, but you could do the top 5 teams or something like that and bet. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking let's throw down $100 a ball game. Unless the game ends up being pretty daggum accurate. And then I'm gonna be like, hey, let's up the ante a little bit. Let's let it ride.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
I think that would be neat.
Experiment that.
That would be neat.
We need to get it before it starts, and it starts week 0 starts Saturday. So,
how much they want for the game now? Is it $100?
No, it's probably 70.
I'm telling you, they're getting ridiculous. Some of these, some of the prices of these games.
It's crazy, man. If I bought 2025, I should be able to buy an upgrade, right? And it upgrades it to 2026, and it gets all the new rosters and all the new kids, all the stuff like that. Because the game's basically the same. You're making me buy the same game again, just with different rosters.
See, I want them to come out with a PlayStation console that will play every disc from PlayStation 1 all the way up to the digital stuff that they do now.
I know they're not going to have any more discs.
I know, and they ought to come up with some sort of nostalgic, Well,
they have stuff you can download. I've seen several stuff.
I already own the game, and now you're gonna make me download it.
What game? You talking Frogger?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you can find those games and put them on your PS5.
Yeah,
Although I saw an ad for a PS6 today.
That just boils me.
I know that's ignorant. I know, and there'll be games that only put them on PS.
Yes. I hate it when they do that.
I know, man.
I also don't like this. So I can buy something that's 2026 for $70, or I can wait a year and probably pick it up for $25, $30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's old now.
Yeah, it's old now. It's that sucks. I don't want to have to wait that long to play it. But I'm cheap.
Well, I got the 2025 game. We could totally sim last season and see how it does.
How it did?
Yeah, how it did. Compare it to see how it did.
They probably already did it.
Somebody surely did that, right?
Surely. You get on YouTube, you probably find it.
It's not that hard.
You probably don't even need the game.
No, you could just click sim season and go poop and it go and sim the whole thing. Sim playoffs. It give you a whole readout of it. Yeah, probably does
That is
that.
that is like crazy because in like Madden, I don't know, 94, 95, when you want to skip the off season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And move on to the next year, man, you had to sit there and wait forever while it did all the coaching changes and all that stuff. It was crazy.
College games they're more geared towards the recruiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can go in a deep hole trying to recruit 5 stars. You got to scout them and then go down through there and it
Well,
makes.
now, yeah, but now what you're like when you do it on 2026, surely you have a budget, you know, like university's going to only give you this much money to go and get your
Well,
team.
no, well, maybe. I don't
That's
know.
what
Right now, it's so much. You have so many hours that you can spend to do stuff. Scout
yeah,
a player, offer him a thing.
see, they need
Put
to put
put the
out
full court press on. Like you're doing everything.
college football needs to come up with a seasonal cap. And that way, everybody has the same amount of money or up to the same amount of money to spend on their football team.
Yeah.
And that way, when you got in the game, here's your cap. Your team's willing to spend. Ohio State's willing to pay 21 million, and then Arkansas. If you want to coach Arkansas, well, you only got 12 million to work with over here.
I wish it was 12 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they can make it more real. I haven't played 2026, so I don't know. But 2025 is just spending hours basically what you do to recruit and stuff and try and get as many as you can. It gives you like 32, 36 or something like that you can recruit each, season or whatever. If you want that many or not, and then you have to drop so many to get down to your roster, You got to look around and see what you need. Well, daggum, my left outside linebacker is only a 68. What the heck? We need to recruit that. You know what I mean? You got to look at all that stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, lots of stuff to talk about today. By the way, a lot of things to talk about, but some things I saw today. Did you see anything that you want to talk about?
No, I actually haven't been on Twitter or anything. I got done early with work today, so I've actually been doing yard work because it actually cooled off.
Not that bad.
It rained yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and supposedly we got a 50-50 shot this evening. So if it starts raining while we're on the show, I'm probably going to throw my headset off and go run out in it because it's been so long since I've seen it. So,
yeah.
yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
We both have Native American. Nobody out there get triggered by that, okay?
Oh yeah. I'm a card carrier. Y'all just chill. White man stole my land too. So we got all them casinos. We're getting it back one chip at a time.
Yeah. Every time I hear somebody argue for reparations, right? The Black Americans want reparations. I'm always like, well, what about the Native Americans? Shouldn't we take care of them first?
You think so? They just wanted the land. Hey, you go over there and stay in your corner over there. We'll give you a little area that you can live in. You got to stay over there. Don't be going anywhere else.
Well, they're making their money back one poker chip at a time, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, sorry, I ain't going into all that. There's a lot of politics involved in all that.
I know
stuff going on over there. They don't. It's just like anything that's in power. They spend money where they shouldn't,
I'm sure.
All kinds of stuff. So yeah,
I'm sure there's all kinds of people on the reservation that are ticked off about how their money's getting spent.
I bet they are. They are. Some of them don't even have, have no choice of any kind. But anyway, moving on. I saw UConn men's team put out their non-con schedule today.
Yeah.
And there's some pretty good games on here. They got an exhibition at home. Okay, I'm gonna read these to you, then you tell me if you see something stands out to you.
Okay.
All right. At home, exhibition against Michigan State.
Okay. All right.
And then they're going to play at Boston Garden, TDD Garden or whatever it is in Boston. They're going to play BYU.
It's not Boston Gardens anymore. But
right. It's
like that building
in Boston. It's called TD Garden.
Yeah, I don't know if that building even exists anymore. It might still be standing. I have no idea.
I want to say it is, but I think they're going to tear it down like soon, or maybe they already did. I don't know. Anyway, BYU, they're going to play them there. Okay,
they're going to play BYU in Boston.
Yeah, so Michigan State at home, BYU in Boston.
Okay.
At home against Arizona.
Okay.
Madison Square Garden against Illinois.
Okay. All right. Are they going to travel further than 20 miles away from their
my point? That's my point. Okay. Then we go Madison Square Garden, Illinois, right?
Yeah.
At Kansas. Okay. Finally.
Okay. All right.
Let's make a little road trip to somewhere where might be a hostile environment. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Then we're back at Madison Square Garden to play Florida.
Wow.
And then we played Texas at home.
Wow.
So at Kansas is the only
non-conference ball game that they have where they have to travel really.
And it might be hostile there. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be favorites in Boston and they're going to be favorite there. You know?
Yeah. Especially the teams that are playing BYU. Their fans aren't going to travel.
Well, why not?
Illinois, you might get some from Illinois, but not like you're going to get for UConn. Kind of set themselves up pretty good right there.
Yeah, I think, definitely favorable for them. But at the same time, is that good for your team? You know what I mean? You need some fights.
Well, I think it also. I think if you look at other people's non-conference. Or non-conference ball games. I think that maybe everybody's is a little favorable towards themselves, except until you get to the mid-majors, and then they got to travel everywhere.
That's very true. Let me see this.
Which could be the reason why the mid-majors do well in the tournament, because they've gone into hostile environments to start the season off and stuff.
Yeah, I would want to play. Well, I've heard a couple of things. I heard Coach Cal say one time, you schedule to your team. So if you think your team is going to be really good, you schedule a bunch of hard games. If you think your team's not so good, maybe you sprinkle in some little cupcakes in there. You know what I mean?
I'm all about getting the team's confidence up. I really am. But at the same time, you're working on it from the very first tip off. You're working on a resume to make the tournament. And sometimes a couple of your non-conference ball games can really help you out in that. I mean, let's say UConn does travel to Kansas and Kansas ends up beating them, and then Kansas is on the bubble later on. That whooping that they gave UConn is going to look a lot better on their resume than, a butt kicking or a butt whooping over like Alabama A&M or somebody like that.
Yeah. It looks better for them if they go into Kansas and win.
Sure. Yeah.
That makes them look really good.
Sure.
So anyway, I saw that today. Another thing I saw, Hoop Herald at the Hoop Herald. Tweeted out a picture of Mark Pope and a quote from him that says, "I get most of my creative offensive sets from social media."
Okay.
Do you think that's do you think that's real? Is this real? You believe that? What do you mean by that? This guy's, I'm thinking this guy's sitting around scrolling Facebook looking for coaching ideas. What's going on? Is he talking about something else or something that I'm not?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of social media. Maybe he's on YouTube.
Or is this fake?
Is this a fake thing? Maybe he's on YouTube watching other coaches or something like that, or other games or stuff.
You think YouTube's social media?
I mean, we put our podcast on YouTube. So
I guess it is, yeah.
yeah,
I heard a guy reference it to YouTube being more like TV, like the next TV, right? Like
well,
we don't watch TV
yeah,
shows on TV anymore. We watch stuff on YouTube.
and Netflix and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's like a new streaming service.
Is it streaming? I guess I don't know. I would say YouTube fall if you're not YouTube TV and if you're just YouTubing on your computer or whatever. I would say that falls under social media.
Okay.
Because you can type out a message and send us a message. You can it's not as automatic. Yeah, it's not as interactive as say X or Facebook or Instagram or any of Snapchat or whatever that stuff is. But it's still, I think it still falls under social media. Now, if you're talking about YouTube TV, that falls under TV. I mean, you're actually subscribing to their TV service or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I got. I like it. Anyway, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. This may be one of those, what do they call them? Accounts. Parody account or what do they call it? What they call it?
Did it have the blue check mark?
It does have a blue check mark.
I don't know. That makes me think that maybe it's real, but it might not be, man. It might not be.
I wonder what he meant. I'd like
Did
to
you
see
ever
the rest
hear
of that interview?
Did you ever see the interview with Dave Chappelle? And he's on. He's on like Conan or Jimmy Kimmel or something like that, and he's talking about how he decided that he was gonna get on Facebook or Twitter. No, it was Twitter. He was gonna get on Twitter, and he punched his name in, and it says, "We don't accept celebrity names" or whatever it was, and he's like, "Word." Whatever. And then he noticed that there was a fake Dave Chappelle that was on Twitter. So he started following him. And he said the guy was really funny. He said, but then one day he just went evil and he started just talking crap about all these other comedians and stuff. And he started picking a fight with Cat Williams. And Cat Williams started saying stuff back. And he said, Cat Williams is saying stuff to the fake Dave Chappelle that's hurting the real Dave Chappelle's feelings. And so he runs into Cat Williams later and he's like, "Hey, Cat, I don't have Twitter." And Cat's like, "So? Lots of people don't have Twitter. I don't have Twitter."
I know, man. It's all like this big fake show, right?
It really is, man. It really is.
It's the biggest fake thing ever.
And with AI, it is getting so good. The fake stuff is getting so good. Like I watched this news report the other night that was about people walking in and out of portals and stuff, and they had like a video, and I was like, I watched the video and I was like, dang, that looks real.
You can't trust anything on the internet.
You can't, man.
You haven't been able to for like 30 years, but nobody knew it until like 2 years ago. Well, a lot of people didn't know anyway. A lot of people didn't know, but
yeah, a lot of those
did not know.
A lot of people that we, categorized as crazy kook conspiracy people have turned out that, whoa, wait, hold on, maybe they weren't that crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. We're in the day and age of the man. Oh, anyway.
Well, it's kind of like Big Brother in 1982 or whatever, that book, but I see it like instead of the government spying on us, we're using Big Brother to spy on the government. Like we're actually learning things about how our government's been doing stuff that we didn't know, and it's ticking a lot of people off. And it's kind of like Big Brother reversed. It's kind of like, it's kind of like we've gotten like, or at least the statistics say that very few people are actually watching regular old, ABC, NBC news at night. They get their news from the internet and from YouTube and, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So It's wild, man. It's really
the only people they really believe too are like, podcasters or famous podcasters or something like Joe Rogan. That's where they go get the news. You know what I mean?
Well,
they don't
Joe
think
Rogan
he's faking it. But I don't know.
Well, Joe Rogan is it's like this last election, he had on people who were running for election on his show, and that's a 3-hour time slot. And you have to sit down and I don't care how good of a politician you are, you cannot bull crap for 3 hours. You're going to end up screwing up somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
And it puts people in a format to where, oh, so-and-so's on. I've always thought this guy was crazy and out of his mind. And after 3 hours, you're like, yep, this dude's a nut, or, this dude actually makes sense or something like that.
Anyway,
shout out to Joe Rogan. Have us on the show, man. We'd love to come to Austin.
Let's do it. Yeah. Smoke a cigar with him. I saw that BYU named their starting quarterback, okay? And he's freshman, named Bear Buckmeyer. Okay? Bear, B-E-A-R. Bear Buckmeyer. I think that's how you say his last name. Okay. All right. He's going to be wearing number 47.
Okay.
Okay. And he's the first true freshman to start an opener for BYU. Yeah, that got me to thinking, what? Do you know how many good quarterbacks have come from BYU?
A few, yeah.
Yeah. So I looked some up, right?
Yeah.
Jim McMahon, the original BYU Rebel. Steve Young, Hall of Famer, didn't start as a true freshman for BYU. Ty Detmer, Zach Wilson, Taysom Hill. I didn't even know he was from BYU. I didn't know that. They had this guy named Mark Wilson. He was a first round pick. I didn't heard of that guy. Gifford Nielsen, All-American QB. Robbie Bosco won only national championship. That was their quarterback, Robbie Bosco, in 1984. John Beck from just I started saying a few years ago. It was 2007. Whoops. And then Max Hall, BYU's winningest quarterback, 32-7. And then Steve Sarkisian, we talked about him that one day. Remember all his stats and how ridiculous he was. This guy's going to start as a true freshman.
I think the interesting story here is he's going to wear 47.
That too. And he's got big, long hair. Like, he's dark-headed, but he looks he looks native, kind of, sort of. You know? But big, long hair, brown hair. Bear. He must be Native American.
What?
Bear.
What? I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know quarterback could wear 47.
Oh, yeah. Then they changed that a couple years ago where you can wear any number you want to. That's why they can wear, like,
at any position, you can wear any number you want.
I don't want to lie to you here, but
that's crazy.
It may just be skills positions.
You know how
well, there's a defensive lineman going to wear number 1 that they just the team voted him to get to wear.
Well, I know defensive end wear like 11 and 9 now, and all
so
kinds of stuff.
I don't know the rules on that, but pretty sure you can wear whatever number you want to.
47. That's weird.
Has been a while since we see. Remember 22 for Kentucky? That big guy, the big kid.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. The lefty.
Lorenzo.
Yeah, that was it. Lorenzo something.
Yeah.
He was
dude. He
22.
was a tank. He was a tank. He was the same. You're kind of like Big Baby. You remember Big Baby from LSU?
Oh yeah, he's in prison now, but yeah.
Is he really?
He was last time I saw. Yeah.
The guy that went to the Celtics and played for a little bit? What was he in prison for?
Man, give me the line again. Let me see.
Tax fraud or something like that, ain't it?
Big Baby Glenn, is that right?
Yeah, Glenn Davis. No, Glenn.
Yeah, that's right.
Glenn Davis.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, federal health care fraud.
Federal health care fraud.
Yeah, I saw something about this one time when it happened. This was in 2023. Massive fraud operation targeting the NBA players' health and benefit welfare plan. So he was trying to scam the NBA for being hurt when he wasn't really hurt or something. He submitted a claim of approximately $27,200 in root canals, supposedly performed in Beverly Hills. But he was despite location data showing he was in Las Vegas and Paris on that day.
What a dummy. What a dummy.
Yeah. The scam reportedly defrauded the plan of over $5 million.
Ooh, wow.
So he had been doing it for a while.
So is he still in?
Yeah, sentenced to 40 months. So that's 3 years. That was May of 2024. So that's only been, a year and a couple months. So yeah, he's in prison right now. Federal prison. Also ordered to pay $80,000 in restitution. And then 3 years supervised release afterward.
That's crazy. I didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in jail right now. Probably beating up little skinny kids.
So last year we did a show where we did the craziest names in football, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, we're going to have to do another show on that because there is a guy playing for UCA football team, and his last name is Person, Person. His first name is Dude. So his name is Dude Person. Okay.
What?
Yes.
Dude Person.
Dude Person. So that got me thinking that we need to do another show where we do the craziest names in college football this year.
That's wild. Dude Person.
Dude Person.
First of all, why don't you name your kid Dude?
Because parents are stupid. I don't know. I don't know.
Very valid reason.
I don't understand. I'm named Tucker, and my mom and dad were not thinking at all about what rhymes with Tucker when they were naming us.
This is true.
Like, take some time and think about this. Your kid
it doesn't take very long. It doesn't take very long to think of something that rhymes with Tucker.
Exactly. Take a little time. Think about your kid's name and the fact they have to live with it. It's kind of like the boy names too. You gotta get tough or die.
Yeah. That's tough. Sorry, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Well, once I got bigger than everybody on the school bus, they quit teasing me.
That's good. That's good. The school bus. Oh man, that's wild nowadays. Yeah. My sister-in-law drives a bus. I'm like, you need to get out. You need to get out of there. That's not safe.
I drove my dad was a high school principal, and when I got my CDL, I was looking for a job, and Dad was like, well, while you're looking for a job, you can run a bus route for me. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, no problem. Well, he sent me out to do a morning route, and he showed me where the first stop was. We went there the day before. He showed me where the first stop was, and he said, this girl that gets on at this stop should be able to tell you the rest of the route. I was like, all right, no problem. So I jump in the bus and run to the first thing. She's sick. She ain't coming to school.
Of course. How many kids did you not pick up
I have no idea. I just drove down this dirt road out in the country until I ran across another couple of kids waiting on the bus, and I stopped, opened the bus door. I said, is this your bus? They said, yeah. I was like, cool. Do you ride the bus every day? Yeah. You know the route? Yeah. So you sit right here.
You sit in the front row. That was good. Good thinking. Good job.
Yeah. But I would never I could never do that job full time. Oh my gosh. I don't particularly like kids anyway, but man, I really didn't like kids after the end of that bus route. Kids are terrible. I don't know. I don't know why
These
anybody
days
wants
too,
them.
man.
To tell you the
These,
truth.
these days too, man. No respect. Anyway, so moving on to I got the bracket for the college football simulation for
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2026.
Mm-hmm.
So let me fix my thing here and I'll share this with you. And I got it in the what is this? The OneNote or whatever. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, you see this? I know it's probably hard to read. Kind of hard to read for me. But and this doesn't even okay. So this was, I guess they simulated the whole season. Okay. And then this was the bracket at the end. So number 1, you got Clemson. Number 2, we got Penn State. Right.
Okay, first of all,
Oklahoma.
we don't even have to go any further. This is ridiculous. Okay. I'm not putting my money on this.
I know, right? Where's Alabama? Georgia.
There's 2 SEC schools in this whole thing, and
Ohio State.
And by the Final Four, they're all knocked out. My butt.
Yeah, no, dude. 6-4, right? Look, Ohio State's not even in it.
Yeah, this is Liberty is.
What?
Liberty's going to make the college football playoff,
Indiana,
and Ohio State's not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. 3. I didn't see Auburn sitting there.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. This is
right.
ridiculous.
I mean,
man. Whoever came up with
crazy.
this. Yeah.
I don't know how they simulated these things.
Right,
based on what?
Well, the college football game.
Well, I know they need to tweak their.
I just from looking at this bracket, I just decided I do not want to do the whole college simulation bet on it.
This is a good example of why you can't trust AI, bro. Right here. This is why.
Dude, I just don't see these guys. Well, first of all,
Tennessee.
I don't see only 3 SEC teams making it.
Nebraska. Come on, bro. Yeah,
no Ohio State.
I mean, Nebraska could pop off and have a good year. They could. They got what's his name coming back.
Nebraska ain't even close to my biggest argument on this.
You can't put Ohio. You can't leave Ohio State out. You can't. What they gonna? You telling me?
Dude,
there's no way Ohio State loses more than 2 games.
First of all, why are you putting Indiana back in there? They did it 1 year. What makes everybody think that they're just a powerhouse now and they're going to do it every year?
Well, this is a computer, right? So,
but I've heard talking heads talking about them this year too, about how, watch out for Indiana. I'm like, come on, guys. Liberty, Indiana, Washington's in there. You're actually going to put somebody from the West Coast in there?
I mean, they're what, Big Ten?
I don't know. Is Washington Big Ten now?
I think they are. I don't know. They moved around so much. I believe they are. And
then Texas Tech is going to win it all.
That's what it says. Now, I know Texas Tech has spent a bunch of money. Like, no lie. They have spent a bunch of money. They had some guy come in and throw down, a bunch of millions for them to buy, like their basketball team, same way they're going to be good in basketball. They're going to be good in every sport. I'm telling you. Watch out for Texas Tech in every sport.
That's fine. I just don't think you do it like, you don't go from being ordinary 1 year to winning the national championship the next. Usually a school like, you got to have a couple years in there, right?
Yeah, Washington is Big Ten. Nebraska's Big Ten.
I don't agree with this bracket at all.
Iowa State, they're Big 12, right? Yeah. They're Big 12. Yeah, another Big Ten. This is loaded with Big Ten teams here. Nebraska, we got Oklahoma, Tennessee,
and
Auburn.
That's it.
That's not even the 3 teams that's going to come out of the SEC, probably.
I know you got Texas, you got freaking they're not even giving Texas a chance. Florida looked good last year.
No Texas, no Georgia. Yeah. You tell me Arch Main's going to fall on his face? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I
I ain't
I
buying
don't
this.
I don't think he's going to fall on his face. I'm not sure he's going to be, end all be all either. We'll see. I'm
That's
I'm
true.
I'm kind of rooting for the kid. I'm kind of rooting against the kid. Like I like the Mannings.
Yeah.
But I don't like Texas. So
Yep.
I kind of like him to fall on his face when they face Arkansas. That would be cool if he fell on his
I'm a
face.
Manning fan. I root for the other ones. I like
Yeah.
Archie. I like Peyton. I
I'll
like
probably
Eli. I'm probably going to root for this one too.
I'll root for Arch when he goes to the pros. I can't root for him yet. I didn't root for Peyton when he was at Tennessee. Give me a break.
It's true. It's harder to root for him at Texas. I'll give you that one.
Now, when he goes to the pros, I'll be an Arch Manning fan, unless he goes to the New York Giants or the Eagles.
Oh, he will. He will.
If he falls in my division, I'm probably not going to like it. Of course, about that time, the Cowboys will be needing a quarterback. Maybe that's what Jerry's waiting to spend all his money on is Arch.
Yeah, that's probably is. Anyway, moving on here. Something I saw. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Have you ever watched a game your team's playing, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're a fan of this team and you're watching them play, and after the game, you're like, man, I wish I could go to the press conference and say whatever I want to say. You know what I mean? I got something to say to these guys. I want to go to the press conference. I want to hear what they got to say. You know what I mean? You ever felt like that?
No.
A lot of people do. Okay.
No.
And now in Oklahoma, you can pay to go to the post-game
press conference,
basically. Yeah.
You get to ask a question, or it's just like a live.
I doubt you're allowed to ask anything, but people are going to be yelling and screaming, and fire him. You know what I mean? Whatever. Oh, you know how people are, man.
You have that one drunk guy that's been there since tailgating that'll be sitting on the front row going, I got a question. Why'd you go 6-4 last year? That's my question. We had a great team last year.
It says you get exclusive post-game media access for you and one guest.
Mm-hmm.
It says see where real-time reactions unfold. Here, OU coaches and players address reporters moments after the final whistle. So I get you just to watch. You know what I mean? Watch the story take shape to the questions, the insights, and the atmosphere that sets the headlines. Michigan and Auburn numbers might seem steep, but the cost for the Illinois State season opener is $461.61 and is already sold out.
Okay. You can watch the press conference afterward for free on YouTube. Watch the whole thing.
Usually, yes. There's somebody in there recording it.
Yes. It's kind of silly to pay an extra $500 to go in there and sit down and listen to them ask questions.
Well, I guess if you're just
you give me $500 and I'll give you all the coach speak you want to hear about how we didn't win the turnover battle and whatever, however the game goes. I can give you coach speak for $500. I can't.
True. Anyway, that's crazy. That's just crazy to me that they're letting fans back in there anyway. Like, they don't need to be in there. There's going to be something happen.
Yeah. For an extra $1,000, you can go. For an extra $1,000, you can go in the locker room and watch them shower.
What's next? You know what I mean? It's just trying to make more money. It's like, come on, man.
It might be worth the $500. Is like if they always bring the coach and a couple of players out and everything. If you got maybe you got autographs or maybe some swag out of it or something like that, or if you got to ask a question or something like that. But I don't know, $500 just to sit there and listen to your coach either talk about a great win or how they didn't come through. I don't think I want to pay for it, especially a loss. Do you want to go to the press conference of a loss?
That's what I was fixing to say. You got to buy these ahead of time. You don't know if you've won or lost the game. You know what I mean? So you're going to watch.
What if it's the third loss in a row and you started out in the top 10? And do you really want to go to that press conference?
Yeah.
How are you going to keep your mouth shut during that?
Exactly. That's my point too. There'd be somebody yelling something. You know what I mean? to get kicked out. Who's going to be the first guy to get kicked out? Who's going to throw the first green Merlade at the coach up there? You know what I mean? Like something like that'll happen. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Anyway.
Speaking of the marital aids, I did see that Sophie Cunningham was out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Something with her knee.
That sucks.
It does
for her, man. And the Fever, because I kind of like watching the Fever play.
Sucks for the WNBA, man. She was a big draw. Big draw.
True that.
You want it. You don't want your stars hurt.
No. Then I got some NBA stuff. I saw. You see, John Wall retired.
I did see John Wall retire. Did you know that from the class of 2010, there is only one active player left from that draft class now that John Wall has retired?
Dang it.
I told you this yesterday. You should know what it is.
I don't remember at all.
PG-13, Paul George. He's the only one.
Yeah.
He's the only one from that 2010 draft class that's left.
He seems like he started before them. Like, how is he not from like 1992?
Well,
you know what I mean?
2010 is like that's 16 years ago, man.
That just seems, it's making me play longer than that. Anyway, John Wall retired. And then I saw he signed with Amazon or somebody, some kind of NBA coverage, where they do NBA stuff. So he's going to be doing some analyst stuff, I guess. And then I saw Mark Stein, big NBA guy. He put out this a list. First of all, Rick Carlisle got a extension, right? Multi-year extension for coaching the Pacers and stuff. So he put out this list.
I think he deserves it, but then at the same time, it's like he's really got his work cut out ahead of him. But now with Halliburton down and Turner got traded away. So, I mean, the Pacers are going to look pretty much totally different this year. It'll be interesting to see how good of a coach he is without, some of his stars that he's had.
What's up, Floppy?
What's up, Floppy? I ain't heard from you in a while.
Good to see you, brother. Anyway, he put out this all-time leaders in the NBA playoffs, total coaching wins. Okay. He thinks number one.
Number one's got to be Phil Jackson.
Yeah, number one, Phil Jackson, right? He's way up there, 229. Okay.
Okay.
Guess who's second?
Second, Pat Riley.
Pat Riley, 171. Bro, that's like almost 60 games behind, and Riley's been retired he's not coaching again, you know what I mean? He's not going to be gaining on him. And then number three was
there's always rumors every year too of Phil coming back, Yeah. So I don't see him coming back either, but I mean
no. And then even Coach Pop, he's still 60 away,
Well, he retired, so he ain't going to get there. How many active coaches is on this list?
It seemed like you think Pop be getting close. You think win. He's still not close.
Well, I mean, you're talking about playoff wins though, and the Spurs went.
They won a lot.
They went a few years without even making the playoffs though.
They won in the last few years maybe, but back when they had Duncan and Ginobili and all them guys, they were good every year. Active coaches, let's see.
Yeah. Phil had Michael and Pippen and Horace Grant. And then when Mike retired, Phil still made the playoffs with Pippen one year. So then Mike come back and he gets three more, and then he goes to LA and does his stuff with Kobe and with Shaq and all that. So it doesn't surprise me that he's up there at the top.
I know it's not surprising he's at the top, it's that he's so far ahead of everybody else is what's crazy. Like I don't you and I ever catch that number.
You and I both agree that if Mike doesn't retire, that he wins, he wins 8. in Chicago.
Probably 8 in a row. Probably. I don't know.
It would have been fun to see that Houston team against the Bulls.
The active coaches, okay, on this list. Number 5, Spoelstra.
That's surprising to me. That's surprising to me right there.
Well, I mean, they had a lot with LeBron and Dwayne Wade, and then now he's had Butler for a few years, and they won a bunch of games.
Yeah, but didn't he go somewhere else and then went back to Miami?
Spoelstra?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so.
Oh, I might be thinking about Ty Lue. I might be thinking about the old Ty Lue.
Maybe. Spoelstra at 5, Steve Kerr at 6.
Okay. All right. I would have put Kerr ahead of Spoelstra if I was just doing this off the top of my head.
I would too. I had all those 4 or 5 years there with Steph and Clay and all them, and yeah. Red Auerbach's number 8. He's not active, of course, but and then Rick Carlisle at number 10. So you got 5, 6, and 10. Okay, but they're so far away, man. There's no
Do you know how much that says about Red Auerbach that he's still on that list? Like nobody's knocked him out of the top 10 yet. That's crazy.
99 playoff wins.
Wow.
For Red Auerbach. Yeah, pretty crazy. Anyway, moving on here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah. Did you see Joe Burrow about to die in that game the other night?
Yeah.
What in the heck? Bro, so many things about that video that drive me wild.
Yeah, don't you have the video?
I think I have a link to you. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up here.
This is a preseason game. Everybody remember that when you watch this video, okay? This is a preseason.
So I can make it bigger here.
Ball game.
Share this right here.
See, the other shows you watch, like they have producers and things just pop up. Here you get to see the inside workings of how it really goes down.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. This is a preseason game. Okay? Preseason. What are these 3 linemen doing right here? Why you got your hands in the air? Was there a cop on the sideline? What?
Why is he in the game? 1.
Yeah.
2. Why is he running around like it's the playoffs or the Super Bowl or something? Like, get down, man.
Yeah, Joe, he should have went down right there.
Oh, yeah.
He should have went down right there. But what are these 3 guys doing? 2 of them don't even touch nobody.
Well, cut. That's where they're at right now.
Man. Oh, man. I am talking serious. Look, what is this guy doing with his hands up like this?
Dude, what is going on? 75? Like rushes. Okay, there's 3 guys right here, right? 3 guys.
3 guys.
3 guys.
Everybody's got 1. Come on, guys.
There you go. He got his hands up.
He got his hands up. Saying, come on, guys. Don't hurt my quarterback. Don't hurt my quarterback. Oh, he actually hit somebody at least. Oh, my gosh. And Joe, buddy, man, come on. It's preseason. Get down. All right? There's no reason.
That's wild, man. I don't know.
Speaking of the NFL, what do you consider petty? Like somebody acting petty. Like
yeah. Petty?
Yeah.
Like when you get your way or you get a win, say, and then you rub it in someone's face.
Okay, say you're an organization. Say you're, I don't know. Let's say you're the Baltimore Ravens. And this year you're celebrating your 50th anniversary.
Okay.
Of your franchise.
In Baltimore, because we don't count Indianapolis, right?
In Baltimore.
Okay.
Was it Baltimore or was it Indianapolis? Anyway, one of them is having their 50-year reunion or 50-year anniversary. And they decided that the best time to do it is when their AFC rival, the Cleveland Browns, are in town.
Okay.
Well, don't you think that's kind of crazy considering the Browns, they left Cleveland to go to.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a little petty that you're going to celebrate your 50th against the town that you left?
I can see. Yeah, maybe. I can see what you mean there.
Yeah.
That's a little, maybe a shot. Maybe.
You think that might be a little bit
I
of
don't know.
shot?
It's kind of like, in a way, it's like, what other game would you schedule then? You know what I mean? Like, it has to be something meaningful.
I guess it does. I think it's a little tweak in the arm is what I think. I think it's like kind of like a.
Oh no! I thought it was
Boy, they're blowing you up.
Yeah, I got work stuff going on. I don't know why I'm tagged on something there, but anyway, I don't know where we was at. I lost track. They got me sidetracked.
That's all right. We were in Cleveland, but we move on. NFL.
Daniel Jones. After we just talked about this, the other day, would he get this? Would he get the? Did he have a shot at being the starter? Was even the question, really?
Mm-hmm.
And look at there, he gets named to be the starter.
Now, does this say more about Daniel Jones or does it say more about Anthony Richardson?
I think it says a little bit about both. You know.
Also, I heard some people debating this on ESPN. You know, when I was doing my route, and one of the first things they brought up was the
tapping out,
bringing himself out of the ball game, and how they felt like that was the beginning of the end for Anthony Richardson. And just
that's
like
what I thought.
I know that's the reason I bring it up, because when we talked about it the other day, that was like one of the, and I had forgotten about it, but it shows that there's some people who haven't, because I mean, we have never seen it before. We never seen a quarterback take himself out of the ballgame because he was tired. You know, I've seen quarterbacks not want to come out because they were hurt.
Yeah, I know. I think that really damages leadership stuff. Like, guys don't,
Well, if I'm an offensive lineman and I'm out there in hand-to-hand combat every freaking play, and then my quarterback is going to tap out and say he's tired, that's going to kind of piss me off. That's going to make me mad. I'm not going to want to block for that guy.
Yeah, that's petty.
That is petty, isn't it?
But true. I know how you feel.
Yeah. I didn't say I wouldn't block for him. I said I'm not going to want to block.
I know, but I wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't be supportive of him. I wouldn't be like, hey, let's be friends, or you know what I mean? I would be like, bro, you're. You
would see my support go to the backup quarterback.
You need to grow up a little bit. You know what I mean? You need to grow up some.
So
what he needs.
Here's my question to you. Say he never gets back in. Say he gets. A lot of people are saying because he's getting toward the end of his rookie contract, and nobody's going to want to pay him, big huge contract for somebody who's unproven. So I don't know. This might end up being the last chance that he has. But he's got to take the spot from Daniel Jones. And it also makes you wonder, like, is Daniel Jones gotten better, or is it just the fact that Anthony Richardson is that bad that we're going with Daniel Jones? Or has Daniel Jones, in a new system with new coaches and everything, ended up, maybe
questions.
Yeah, I'm very interested. This has made Indianapolis football interesting for me. I haven't been interested in Indianapolis football since 18 left,
Yeah. They've been decent a few years there, but not like, contenders. Well, one year they were really good, but most years they've just been kind of average.
I think it's better for the NFL, for the NBA, for college basketball. I think it's better when everybody's good. You know,
Mhm.
it sucks when there's only like 3, maybe 4 really good teams, and the rest of the rest of the league's pretty much just cannon fodder.
I agree. I like it when everybody's good. It's just there's always gonna be somebody that sucks. You know what I mean? Like
Some,
Coke. All right, here you go.
somebody's got to be last.
Here's their records from the last like 10 years.
Okay.
8-9, 9-8, 4-12, 9-8, 11-5, 7-9, 10-6, 4-12, 8-8, 8-8.
They're like the Arkansas Razorbacks of the NFL.
Man. And now they got Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback. I don't know. Is that good or bad? I don't know. We'll see. See how that plays out. What else we got here? We got some for some Razorback stuff. We got there was a Arkansas Memphis basketball exhibition. I saw it going to be October 28th, I think it was.
Yeah, going to play at FedEx Forum over in Memphis.
But a lot of people have been wanting to see this game for a long time.
And compare this game to what we started the show off with UConn staying right there around home to play. We're staying around home, but we're going to enemy territory where they can bring in fans. I mean, we're going to bring in fans because it's right there in Memphis. But
there's two things that's holding it up. I saw. One is that Cal wants to make sure all of his Memphis guys come back and are, what do you call it? Not promoted. What's the word I'm looking for? But celebrated.
Sure.
The other thing is that he wants it to be on TV. So if they can make those things happen too, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now they're supposed to play, and people have been wanting them to play for a long time. Arkansas, Memphis.
I think it's one of those things. It's one of those games that I feel like should be on the schedule every year. Like there are like 3 basketball games that I feel should be on the schedule every year. Kentucky's one, Memphis is the other, and then I personally would like to play ASU every year.
Yeah, I think they should play some in-state. They already do some, right? They play UCA and Little Rock.
But ASU's in the Sun Belt. It's usually a decent. It's usually a decent conference. I'd like them to play Arkansas State.
I would too. Then football, we got Taylor Green's on the Golden Arm Award. Watch this. I don't even know what that is, but
it's another one of them awards they got. They got the Doak Walker. You've played NCAA football.
Yeah.
And your guy gets to the end of the year and they start throwing out all these awards. It's crazy how many awards there are out there. But it's good to see him on a watch list. I watched a press conference with Bobby where he was talking about him, said that, Bobby said he's not where he wants him to be, but he probably never will be, pretty much is what Bobby said, where, because he wants like that perfect quarterback or whatever.
Yeah.
But he said he has gotten more accurate, still as mobile as ever. It's just a matter of the right read at the right time,
Yeah.
I'd love to see him make a big step forward, especially with his accuracy.
Yeah, they keep saying that it's better, but
dude, he had
I don't know.
He was dynamic last year and he was not hardly accurate at all. If he could play the season he played last year and actually be accurate, dude, he could really turn some heads. He could actually get picked up to play in the NFL somewhere. I'm not saying a first round or anything like that, but he could get picked up, 5th or 6th round.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I just want to see him play. I'm ready to play some games and see him and watch him and be like, yeah, they're better, or oh man, this is gonna be a long year, or whatever. I'm just ready for some games. You know what I mean?
Well, it's gonna be a long year. We have a hell of a gauntlet that we got to play, and I know Sam is confident in his team, and he's made comments about how they got overlooked for the top 25. The top 25 is a lot of it is based on what you did last year, and you didn't do crap last year, so you need to quit worrying about that.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely sounded confident, but
you want to be in the top 25 and go out there and beat Ole Miss.
Right now, it seems like the offense is it's way ahead of schedule, way ahead. We're way ahead of where we were last year and all this stuff. And Bobby Trino's all smiles at the press conferences and stuff. But what about the defense? What about the defense?
Their dude, T. Will, did a press conference, and he was talking about how he was excited because he had so many guys that had a year under their belt. And he thought they played really well last year, and now they have a year under their belt. So T. Will is also doing the same thing. He's kind of talking about his defense and how his defense has improved. So we'll see, man. We'll see you got a cupcake to start off the season. Need to put a butt whooping on them. Need to drop about 70 on them. Keep them out of the end zone. Then you got to play ASU, which actually had a decent season last year. I don't know what they're bringing back, but they got a proven coach in Butch Jones. I don't feel like ASU's got what it takes to beat Arkansas, but I'm not sure they fall in the cupcake category either. So we definitely don't need to be overlooking them, because right after that we go to Ole Miss, and it would be really easy for these kids to be focused on Ole Miss and not on ASU. So there's a lot of question marks for the whole season, man.
10-4. All right, man. Hit me with some jokes. What you got for today?
I got all kinds of jokes. What do you want to?
I don't know. You tell me a joke, because
why doesn't anybody want to be friends with Dracula? Actually, he's kind of a pain in the neck.
Oh, was that the show?
That was terrible. All right, I got another one.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find
why do you measure a snake in inches? Because they don't have any feet.
That one's actually okay.
All
right, hang on here. Give me a second.
I got another one, but it's kind of a thinker. You kind of got to be a thinker for it.
Why did the bicycle fall over?
It was too tired.
It was too tired. That's all I have for you. I was not prepared today. I had to look one up. That's sad.
I entered a 10 puns contest to see which would win. No pun intended.
I actually kind of like that one. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, anything else before we get out of here?
No, I guess that's it. It's about all I got.
Wait a minute. I want to show you this. I'll show everybody here.
Uh-oh.
You always ask me about this every day.
Okay.
Here's my screen for today.
Oh, okay.
Is that pretty?
I like the flamingo one better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like this one. It's a peaceful right here. I like this.
The older I get, the more I can see myself really, retiring on a beach somewhere. But I don't like the ocean.
Yeah, I don't want to be by the ocean, but I could definitely be by a lake. I've always kind of wanted that, so.
A lake would be cool.
We will. All right, man. Let's get out of here and enjoy your Wednesday, and then we'll have another show on Friday. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with us, all that stuff. Appreciate y'all. Floppy, thanks for hopping in again.
Yeah. Good hearing from you. Good to know you. Good to know you're still out there, Floppy. It's good to know.
We'll catch you on the flippity flop.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.